Everybody to the Weiner Wellness Virtual Summit. We had some technical difficulties, but Jeff and I overcame that problem together. Jeff Nisnik is our applied kinesiologist at the Weiner Wellness Center, and he's going to be talking to us today about applied kinesiology and using that in sports, work, and life. So, Jeff, I'm going to get out of your way because I know we're short on time.
Okay, well, thank you, Tracy. I appreciate you persevering with me this morning, trying to get this thing to work, but we have overcome. Yeah, thank you, baby Jesus. So my talk today on improving performance in sports, work, and life. You can go back and find out more about me later. We're pressed for time here, so let's move on. I'm on the radio. You can listen to me on these different channels. If you want to contact me, if you want to set up an appointment with me or the other professionals here at the Weiner Wellness Center, call 412-922-9355. We'll do what we can to get you on the track to doing better. All right, FDA disclaimer, folks, I'm not a medical doctor. I don't treat, I don't cure or prevent any disease or condition. If you've got some, these statements are for informational purposes only. They're not intended to treat, diagnose, cure, prevent any disease. And if you've got any problems, you need to go see a medical doctor for that. All right, the basic premise of what I do, I use applied kinesiology. It's a method of energy testing. Your body is energy. Everything around us is energy. Certain energies work with you. Certain energies work against you. And your body has an amazing ability to communicate, where things are going wrong, where you have a disturbance in your force, a blockage in your voltage or whatever. And this is what I do. When you come to see me, we're going to test your body's energy flow and all these different processes and places in your body. And we're going to find where you're weak. And then we find which particular nutrients strengthen those weak reflexes. And do what you can to hopefully improve your nutritional status. That's the goal. Your body's dependent on nutrition. You need nutrients for your body to function. And we're going to do what we can to find out which one's the best one for you. So again, we just aid and assist. Yes, we got to go. We just aid and assist the person in improving their nutritional status, and we never make any claims about what we do. Okay, so in a nutshell, your performance, your work, your life, it's at the complete okay, here we go. They're at the complete mercy of basically three things. Nutrients, whether you're abundant in nutrients or deficient in nutrients, how toxic you are, and your mind, your thoughts, how you look at life, how you look at your progress or lack of progress. It all dictates how well you'll perform. And all these things, there's no mention of drugs. You don't need drugs to function. You're not drug deficient. You can only be nutrient deficient and build up the toxins. Get the toxins out, clear your mind, and put nutrients in your system. That's a basic remedy for everything in life and in healing. So sports and life performance, all performance depends on these points and more. How dedicated are you to committing to changing? If you've got issues, you've got problems, or if you want to recover better from workouts, how dedicated are you to committed to changing that? Basically, your lifestyle brings you to where you are today, health-wise, wealth-wise, love-wise, abundance-wise, or toxicity, or having troubles. And if you want things to change, you have to change that lifestyle. So how well do you plan your day? How well do you plan your month, your year? How well do you plan your life? Do you daily prepare your foods? You daily prepare your workouts, prepare your schedule. How intensely can you train? If you're working out, if you're into sports, you're working out, how intensely can you train? And how intensely do you actually train? It also depends on how well you recover from your training. This is the key. A lot of people go out there blasted. Coaches, drive people to do more. And that's a stress to your body, and your body responds to stress. If I go to the gym, I do real heavy shoulder shrugs, and I tear down all this muscle tissue. That's a stress to my body, and my body will respond to that by making myself bigger, stronger up here, so the next time I do the same weight, it doesn't stress me as much. So that stress to the body requires you to recover from that stress, and that requires nutrients, rest, growth hormone, testosterone. water, sleep, all these things factor into that. So how well you recover is critical for literally everything. If you have a stressful day at work, you need to go home and de-stress and rest for your body to reset and basically fix itself. So how well do you supplement your diet? Our food supply is abysmal in nutrition, abysmal. And that's on purpose, by the way. So if you don't have enough nutrients from your diet and you're training hard or working hard, you need nutrients going in your body for it to fix itself. And then how much do you use the power of your mind to overcome the roadblocks you will encounter along the way? The things are going to pop up to everybody. Everybody's going to have issues and challenges. And how well do you use your power of your mind to overcome that? Do you let it ruin you? Like this morning, we had some challenges, but we persevered and got this presentation going. All right, so Tony Robbins, he always says, make a decision and then take massive action. If you make a decision to change things in your life, and you just plod along thinking things will get better as you progress, maybe it's better to take massive action, because when you take massive action, you put a lot of energy into the process, a lot of commitment, a lot of thought, and things start to flow in a great direction more easily when you take massive action. And your success is directly related to your level of commitment, your dedication, and the actions you take. So maybe set some goals, break down your actions into smaller daily actions and recommit to your goals every day. But life gets in the way. Things happen. We got a little puppy dog recently, and that's been a challenge to the schedule and sleeping and a number of things. You got to be flexible to reassess where you are, adjust things, and keep going forward, keep moving forward. Like Rocky says, no matter how hard you get down, you got to get back up and keep moving forward. Just had to throw that in there. Okay, you got a plan to win. JFK set a goal to go to the moon. How much planning did NASA do to get a rocket to the moon? So how much daily action do you take? Come up with a strategy to achieve your goals, write it out, follow it, plan your day, plan your week, plan your month, plan your year. Okay, and this takes a lot of preparation, preparing foods ahead of time, prepare your meals ahead of time. Know that almost all prepared foods outside of your house, when you go outside your door and you buy food from a restaurant somewhere, it's loaded with endocrine disrupting chemicals to make it taste better, to make you addicted to the food, and to make you eat more. So the whole goal of the food industry is to make you eat more. If you have a product and you're selling it to the product, wouldn't you want to sell more of that product and profit more? This is what they're doing. Okay, and these things can also give you incredible food cravings and can really interfere maybe with the progress you're making towards achieving your goals. So how intensely can you train? The level of intensity of your training will dictate how much you'll transform as long as you can recover from it. We talked earlier, you got to be able to recover from your training. And that requires basically nutrition, rest, sleep. Maybe watch some videos from people who are successful in doing what you want to do and model them. It's a great way to progress. So let's just continue moving on here. You got to recover. You got to recover from your problems. Maybe have some periodic blood work done. Chart your progress on your blood work. Do you have high cholesterol levels, high blood pressure? You have high A1C levels? Too much sugar in your system? If you check your progress by your blood vessels and blood tests, maybe you can see where you're going wrong and maybe where you need to tweak a few things. So how well do you assess your training and fine-tune your actions? So it's one thing to take action, but are you assessing how productive those actions are and maybe fine-tune these things? A great coach can help you with this. So feedback and charting, avoid feedback from negative people and those that don't understand your journey. We are all on our own specific journey. And some people just don't understand what we're doing. They're not on board with us. So they're living their own lives, we're living our own lives. And they may give you feedback that's negative, just because they don't understand what's going on. You want to avoid that. You want people to uplift you and motivate you to progress forward and keep going on. And one of the things that may be able to help yourself with is to chart your weight loss, chart your weight gain, chart your improvements, so you can visually see on paper, are you progressing or not? Here we go. Now, how well do you supplement your diet? You got to come to the realization that our food supply is very devoid in nutrition. They said 90% of the farmland hardly has any iodine, selenium, and chromium in it. You need iodine for your thyroid, selenium for your thyroid, selenium for your liver, iodine for the inside and outside of your cells, chromium for blood sugar metabolism. And daily complete nutrition is a key factor in surviving the daily onslaught of toxins, cellular degeneration, injury, stress, and the rebuilding of our bodies. So, rebuilding of our bodies. Within 2 years, all the cells of your entire body are completely replaced with new ones. It takes 6 weeks to replace every cell of your skin. Head to toe, they're all new. 8 weeks for a new liver. 8 months for, it should be 3 or 4 months for a new pancreas. There's a little typo there. 8 months to replace every cell of your brain. Your central nervous system takes 8 months. 14 months for joints. If you've got some low back pain from degenerated joints, taking maybe a glucosamine formula for a couple weeks and not seeing any difference is kind of foolish, per se. It takes time to replace joints. 14 months at least. And it takes 2 years for bones. If you've got some arthritic spurring, bone degeneration, keep nutrifying your body daily. Keep digest your food daily. Stay away from things that inflame you. And lo and behold, you may be able to remineralize, re-nutrify your bones. And you'll basically be, the point of all this thing is you're going to be replacing old cells with new cells. And if the old cells are nutrient deficient, if you don't change your diet and lifestyle, the new cells will be nutrient deficient. And then they don't work so well. And then organs don't work so well. And then you don't work so well. So if you want to recover from daily stresses at work, recover from workouts, know that your body's replacing old cells with new cells. Put nutrients in your body daily in a more complete fashion, and hopefully you'll progress even more rapidly than you anticipated. So your body needs 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 2 essential fatty acids, and 60 different minerals. It also needs cannabinoid-rich hemp oil, cannabinoids. Endocannabinoids are necessary. So when you come to see me, I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions. I'm like, tell me about your breakfast. Tell me about your lunch, your dinner, your snacks. What do you eat? What do you drink? We're going to find out how nutrient dense or nutrient poor they are and how toxic they are. Again, if you eat food outside your house, prepared outside your house, they're loaded with chemicals. So again, you're going to replace old cells with better functioning cells or not, and that requires nutrition to do so. So your liver does 500 different functions. They've identified 550 different kinases in your cells. You make hundreds of hormones, prohormones, enzymes, and all that are you'll need the building blocks to build all these things. So let's scroll down here. The question is, does your lifestyle support you getting the nutrients for your ligaments, for your tendons, your joint cavities, your blood, your bone marrow, your immune system? Is your diet supporting this in the way that is necessary to maximize your functioning, recover from injury, recover from workouts, recover from daily stress? So does your bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit you may be eating in the morning, does that give you the nutrients for all this? No. So many people tell me, they eat a bowl of cereal in the morning. And I said, do you use regular milk or organic milk for that? She goes, I used to use regular milk. I said, there's 84 different steroids, hormones, and antibiotics, and insulin growth-like factors, and poisons and toxins in that milk. You're starting your day with that, poured over a wheat cereal that's genetically modified and sprayed with a weed killer Roundup. There's probably better choices you can make. And, is that bowl of cereal giving you the nutrients you need for all this stuff? And then when people start thinking about that in in that way, they start to get the idea, you know what? Maybe I need to put more nutrients in my system. So what do? 90 essential nutrients. Let's look at this. So number one, you got to be able to digest your food. And as you age, many people suffer with decreased ability to digest your food. Some people need enzyme support, like a great product is Cybezyme from Nutritional Frontiers. Other people need stomach acid support. A great product is Betazyme from Nutritional Frontiers. You need 16 vitamins. Frontier Multivitamin is the best testing multivitamin that we have here at the Weiner Wellness Center. I'd say about 93-94% of the time, it tests better than any multivitamin we have. So you can't go wrong with taking this one here. Omega-3D, you need essential fatty acids for the anti-inflammatory hormones in your body. You need it for brain cells, for nerve cells, for eye cells, and you need 60 different minerals. This combination should give you a great building block of nutrients to help you restore yourself from all the things that you're doing to yourself, positively and negatively. This would help you give you nutrients for your body to function. So beyond this, CircuCore is phenomenal for cardiovascular support. HA Plus, one of the best-selling joint formulas out there, and Super K2 Plus, giving you nutrients to take calcium and other nutrients out of your bloodstream and get them into your bone, along with vitamin A and vitamin D. Those core nutrients I don't miss. These core nutrients changed my life. I had all kind of arthritis, back pain, neck pain, knee pain, shoulder pain, biceps tore off, all sorts of stuff was happening. Sleep apnea. Once I started daily completely nutrifying my body, I am worlds different than I used to be. And maybe you can be too. But how do you know if your body will accept this CircuCore? How do you know if your body will accept, this mineral formula or this Betazyme or Cybezyme? This is what I do. When you come to see me, we're going to test your body. And your body's going to communicate with us and says, you know what, this Cybezyme isn't working for me. Betazyme really does. It'll tell us. You have a very strong affinity or attraction to this one, but not that one, or vice versa. I have 16 different joint formulas in my office, 16 different digestive formulas in my office that we can test you with. And your body will tell you, I'm really good on these three, but this one out of the three I like the best. Your body will tell you. So you got to be able to digest your food. On your body are two reflexes that will tell us if most likely if you need stomach acid support or digestive enzyme support. When you don't break your food down, your body can end up attacking your food that gets in your bloodstream. If food doesn't break down properly, these bigger protein molecules that get into your bloodstream can be attacked by your thymus gland and create inflammation and damage in your body. And you're wasting energy and nutrition fighting this. So if you're trying to recover from workouts, or trying to recover from daily stresses of life and work, are you eating foods that's inflaming you and wasting energy and nutrition trying to fight the negative effects of foods you're eating? This is what I do. When you come to see me, we're going to test on all of these things. So there's reflex points on your body that will tell us, maybe you need some stomach acid. Another person may need some gallbladder support. Other people may need enzymes. Your body will tell us. Jumps. So enzymes, they're just some of the 16 that we have in the office. Does your body want this one, this one, this one? It will tell us. Beyond that, so people get hit by viruses. People get hit by bacteria, fungus, parasites. I have a whole slew of immune boosting formulas in my office. And say, for instance, you tell me, you're fatigued, the past 3 or 4 weeks, your energy is really dragging. And I test you, and you test strongly on L-lysine, Immunomax, and silver. And these other ones you don't test very well on. These three here seem to strengthen all your weak reflexes, and these ones don't. I can't tell you that these three will fix you, but your body will show you your body has a strong reaction to this one, and this one. Maybe try taking those and see how your body does. And people have told me fantastic stories of how this has really worked for them. So in addition to those, some people have issues with Lyme, fungus, parasites. Does your body need things like nattokinase coenzyme N, proteolytic enzymes, quercetin, and it may help the endothelial lining of your blood vessels, or maybe a little more oxygen through your body. Are you getting all these nutrients that we just showed you from a piece of pizza, from a spaghetti dinner, from a hamburger and fries and soda pop? You don't. This is where people don't realize. My daughter was in swimming, and a lot of her teammates would go to these places, and the one girl ate fried pickles after a hard training session. She had a terrible diet, and no wonder why she didn't perform very well. It's like, you've got to put nutrients in your system to recover. Fried pickles, I couldn't believe it. So your intestines are supposed to be lined with good beneficial bacteria, and that bacteria manufactures a big part of your immune system. I've got a whole bunch of different probiotic formulas in our office here, and same thing. We can ask your body, does it test the best on this one, that one? Your body will tell us. Many people have too much fungus, bacteria, too much fungus, candida growing in their intestines and their body. And this plagues a lot of people. Sugar feeds that fungus. A lot of people have eaten way too many carbohydrates. A lot of people have taken antibiotics and destroyed good, healthy, beneficial layers of probiotics in their intestines. And now fungus is overgrowing, and this is very, very common. So likewise, when people come in and they may have 12 weak reflexes on their body, I test them, and all those reflexes are strengthened by all these antifungal remedies. None of those other immune boosters that we saw earlier strengthen them, only these antifungal ones. So chances are you have a fungus. I can't tell you have a fungus, but you're attracted to these different supplements. And then we'll ask your body which one you do the best with. A lot of people come to me with terrible rashes where big sections of the body are all broken out with lesions and so forth. And quite often that could be parasites. And likewise, when I test them, they may have 8 different weak reflexes on their body, and all these parasite formulas strengthen all the weak reflexes, but none of those other immune boosters did. Chances are you got parasites. I can't tell you do. But if it were me and ParaCleanse strengthened everything in my body, and my body said it likes that one the best, that would be the one I would try. Okay, so we live in an incredibly toxic environment, and toxins are all around us. We're ingesting these things all the time. I always say, if you lived in the United States area in the year 1200, what kind of toxins were you exposed to? There was no airplanes, there were no cars, there were no factories, there was no toxic rivers, no chemtrails belching aluminum barium salts on us. None of this. No vaccines, no injections, no food preservatives, no outgassing of carpets, no paint fumes. We had maybe a little bit of fire smoke. But today we have all that all the time. So our need to detoxify is relatively profound. And sometimes we're going to need live clear to clear out the liver. Sometimes we need to clear out the intestines. Sometimes it's systemic formula. Sometimes getting metals out of the system. Sometimes a meal replacement shake that detoxifies a whole bunch of stuff. So which one does your body want the best? Come into the Wider Wellness Center and let me test you and let your body tell us what it wants the best. And with that, workout recovery. We talked about working out earlier. Workout recovery. So in addition to you putting in those 90 nutrients, does your body like, a more vegetarian shake? Does it more like a more whey protein shake? A lot of the protein shakes out there are sweetened with toxic sweeteners, and they are toxic forms of protein. We don't have any toxic stuff here at the Wider Wellness Center. Maybe some branched-chain amino acids with some extra potassium will help you with your workouts. Power Fuel giving you ribose for cellular energy and ATP, creatine to help you minimize lactic acid buildup in your body. What does your body want? Come in, spend some time with me, and let's test you. Okay, kidneys. Kidneys can become toxic. There's formulas that may give you nutrition for kidneys. And then you got to use the power of your mind. Use the power of your mind to overcome your health challenges and so forth. A lot of people tell me they drink a lot of coffee, and that's turned their body quite acidic. and rushing minerals out of their system. Let's talk about that when you come in to see me. Your blood can be too acidic, and your body's always going to take calcium and other minerals from your bones to neutralize your blood if you're too acidic. This isn't something you want to do if you're trying to recover from work and life. Stomach acid. You need strong stomach acid to digest your food. Are you taking acid blocking medication interfering with your digestion of other nutrients? Everybody gets from time to time mechanical misalignments. See a chiropractor. We have 3 phenomenal chiropractors here at the Wine and Wellness Center. Okay, inflammation is one of the biggest killers out there. One of the biggest things that irritates people's bodies is American genetically modified wheat, sugars, soft drinks, sweets, treats, candies, breads, pastries, refined carbohydrates, and fried foods. Don't eat this stuff. And dental connection. If you've got root canals, crowns, mercury fillings, they're connected to your body electrically. If you have a problem with your molars over here, if you have a root canal, infected crown, mercury filling, you're blocking voltage to your lungs and your large intestine, interfering with the functioning of those organs. And with that, we are out of time, and I'm out of presentation slides. So hope that gives you some information. Come into the Wine and Wellness Center. Call 412-922-9355, and we will do what we can to get you on the road to better recovery, better health, better life, vibrance, and utility. So with that, have a great day, everybody. So
Thanks,
Tracy?
Jeff. I gotcha. Thanks so much, Jeff, and thank you everybody for tuning in. Connect with Jeff at the Wine and Wellness Center, and we have Ashley Rossi next. Are you eating your feelings? Emotional eating.